Title is City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First carry for a Kenosha native and former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
On 2nd and 7, Fields toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. One play action. Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic. realistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
97 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Love from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day like this.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Cut. Mark 56.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Off play action, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Cox. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Gordon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Love rolling to his right.
The throw right side going to be complete to DeGuara.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
115 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, Pete. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 99. Check 92.
They'll run it with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8 coming up.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. Check.
Running right, Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
58 to the body. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. And 58 to Mike. Go 58 to Mike. So don't say nothing. 58, boy. 58.
Throwing. Love. Dancing to his left. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. At the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 58, Mike, 58.
Here's Love. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a 2nd score.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. The give is to Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Badgley's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These 2 teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, it's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Second and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Fields.
Able to get this to Gordon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
third quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now.
They can't hang with them. 58 is the money. 58 is the money. You better be afraid of me.
Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, it's Jones, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
141 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau, and their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. A give to Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Fields now to throw.
Being chased out left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Second and 5 now. Fields. Forced out to his left. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 7-yard line.
Come on, man. Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
163 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
58. Mike, 58 right there. Let's put him on the bus. Let's put that team on the bus. 58 to Mike.
Jones. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Let's go, defense. Defense. Here we go.
Here's Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll run on first down. Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they take a knee. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Jones. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He's back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So it's a Green Bay victory. It wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did.